tonight's topic is, what does healthy and fit actually mean? What does it mean? It's not what most women believe that it means. According to a study, 40% of women from this study said whenever they're asked this question, 40% say they said something aesthetically, like being at your normal BMI, seeing muscles on somebody's body, or having low fat percentage, or seeing abs on somebody, or nice shapes. So this, even though they might have said some of the things too, the non-aesthetic ones, like being able to have energy to go do X, Y, and Z or whatever, they would always still come and pull the aesthetic things in. And I wanted to bring this up because when we're talking about being healthy and fit, what it actually is most of the time not tangible, not very tangible results. Meaning, like, I'm so much stronger in my day. I can bring in the bags of groceries without getting, winded. I can hold them and bring in several bags at once. Or I can hold my child or my grandchildren in my arms while we're at functions. I can carry stuff into my attic. That's always been a big one for me, is being able to do that and being proud of that. Or carrying stuff into your storage buildings. That is strength. It's hard to kind of tangibly see the result in that, right? So also endurance. I can go upstairs without being winded. I can play with my kids or grandkids for longer periods of time. I have healthy numbers. This one's a little bit more tangible, but I have healthy numbers with my cholesterol, blood pressure, thyroid, balance in hormones, lower stress, etc. Now, do I have to have all that to be healthy and fit? No, you do not. But the way that I see it is, if we are striving to improve progression, we are striving to improve our health, and we're doing the best we can with that intentional mindset, then we are being healthy and fit. We are working towards that lifestyle so we can actually say we are healthy and fit when we are being intentional with our healthy habits. This lady was asked, do you feel like you're healthy and fit? And she said, no, not yet, not quite yet. Okay. Well, then after evaluating or assessing her lifestyle, she works out consistently. She was actually training for a half marathon. She actually had some pretty healthy habits in place. But the reason why she did not acknowledge that she was healthy and fit was because she didn't feel like she had the body that aligned with that identity. And that's an issue, because no matter what we're working towards aesthetically on our body, if it's barely any fat and muscles and toning and abs and, all the things, we're never going to be at a place that we feel, you just wake up one day and be like, I'm healthy and fit. Not if you don't already feel like you are building that identity in all the everyday steps, no matter what size you are, no matter what, if you have muscles or not, no matter what aesthetics that you have. So I want to encourage you to adopt that identity today, tomorrow, and all the steps that you're taking to improve your life. And just, I am healthy and fit because I am doing these healthy habits. And something that's so important, first of all, when you are working towards more of the non-tangible wins that we just went over, this is a more sustainable way to live this life. It's a way more sustainable way to live this life. But A healthy and fit woman is going to be doing what she needs to do to the best of her ability to take care of herself. So that could be things like, if you have a desk job, then maybe some of the things is getting up every hour, doing some self-care stretches, or taking a 3-minute walk or something like that, because that woman, that healthy and fit woman, is like, I don't want to sit too long because that is not good for my back. That's not good for my health overall. That's not good for my posture. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to move a little bit every hour because I sit behind this desk and I don't get any steps in. And that particular woman might not be able to hit 10,000 steps a day because she sits behind that desk. So that might not be an achievable goal for her. And that's fine. So an achievable goal for her is, I'll get up every hour and do some stretching for my health, where another lady might be a little bit more active and she can get in 10,000 steps a day. And that be a way for her to kind of push herself to get movement in, right? So that's what healthy, just because you can't get 10,000 steps in a day because you have a desk job, doesn't mean that you're not healthy and fit, because you are actively or intentionally looking for ways to improve your health, to improve your fitness by doing what you can do. Another thing healthy and fit women do is they do the best they can with their workouts. They get movement in. So if that's doing steps, if that's planning out the strength training, even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, an hour, whatever that is, that's best for her goals, her routine. But that woman is doing that. Does she have to be at her BMI weight? Even though she's doing workouts 3 times a week, does she have to be at her BMI weight before she can call herself healthy and fit? No. That girl's working out 3 times a week. She being intentional with her food. She healthy and fit. She's healthy and fit. She's building consistency. You do not have to be at a BMI. And who in the world still believes in the BMI, right? Right, Julie? Who doesn't? We don't need to. We do not need to. That is such an old way of tracking women. But I don't want you to acknowledge that you're not healthy and fit without, if you're not at your BMI. You're working out, right? Like you're intentionally getting movement in. That is very good, healthy habit for a healthy and fit woman. That is very good. Eat for a nourishment, right? I don't want us to have the mindset, I'm eating to lose weight. Now, losing weight can be a byproduct of the nourishment that you're intentionally doing, like adding vegetables in, even adding vegetables to a pizza that you decided that you wanted. 1 or 2 slices, ladies. But you're adding vegetables into that because you're thinking about nourishment, not about low caloric intake, right? That is what helps create our health, because you can be skinny, you can be at a good BMI and not be healthy and not be fit. So I want our mentality, because we are a healthy and fit women tribe, right? Like we're working on that all the time, and we are adopting that mentality. Then we don't think about low caloric intake versus nourishment intake. Packing a fruit every day, eating a fruit and not being scared of the sugar carbs, not being scared of upping our carbs because we eat a fruit. An apple's like 25 grams of carbs. Is that high? Yeah, but so what? It's high in fiber, high in nutrients. It's going to give you some good energy, quick energy. So that's what some of these habits that you can do that's going to help you adopt the mentality that I'm healthy and fit. Drinking your water, planning out quality sleep. These are just some of the habits. Is it okay to want to lose weight and have weight loss goals? Yeah. Is it okay to want to decrease fat on your body? Yes. You want to build muscles, biceps, triceps? Yes, girl, me too. Do you want to shape a booty? Yes, me too. I'm shaping my booty. It flatten your tummy. Okay, all these things is fine. Okay, now this is more of the aesthetic goals, and that's totally fine, but not if it sacrifices your health. It is not okay. It is not okay. You can want these things, but not with the compromise of your health. So, can you accomplish the aesthetic goals and take care of yourself too? Making sure you're eating in your food, making sure if in a healthy way, because a person could say, well, I work out 6 or 7 days a week and I'm eating like a couple meals a day. And you have to evaluate, am I extreme? Am I doing some extreme things to accomplish the goal in a fast period of time? And so we have to evaluate that, because that becomes an unhealthy pattern, and we're all about sustainability and putting health above the aesthetic goal. Weight loss will come, decreased fat will come, muscle building will come. These things will come as long as we're prioritizing our health, staying consistent, and fine-tuning our habits along the way. And aesthetic goals are totally fine. But I want your priority. When it comes to setting your aesthetic goals, mindset is everything. Because if we choose to improve our goals aesthetically solely so we can feel desired, loved, or even to give ourselves permission to love ourselves, and we're not going to do that until we've reached X, Y, and Z goal, until I've reached my weight loss goal, until I've got this mom pooch gone, till I've shaped my booty the way I want. I don't deserve love until I've achieved that. That is an unhealthy way of thinking. So like I said, mindset is everything. So if you want to do these goals from a place of love and fun, I think working on our bodies aesthetically is fun, and it should be in a positive way. But if we're not accomplishing the abs or the booty or whatever, we should never think that we're failing, right? Like, we should never think we're failing. We can always fine tune along the way. But what stays, because I've heard women say, well, why am I doing this if I'm not seeing the scale change? Because it's not a tangible goal priority. It's not the weight loss goal priority. It's about all the other things that you're going to get with staying consistent with working out. It's about all the other things you're going to get by being intentional with your healthy eating, the longevity, the vitality, all being able to be around for your kids, not getting diagnosed with diseases along the way. We cannot bypass all diseases, but to the best of our ability, hoping to do that, so that way we're not putting that on our family. Doing the best we can, taking care of ourselves. That's why you're doing it. Yes, weight loss will come, but it shouldn't make you feel like, what am I doing this for? I'm just going to give up on it. I didn't do my workout this week because I haven't lost weight in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I just don't see the point. Then we need to shift our mindset around that, because we're doing this so much more than the aesthetic goals. Even if you did accomplish the weight, the muscle, getting rid of the mom pooch, all the things, even if you did do that, do you think that it's going to you're going to wake up after you've accomplished that goal and love the body you're in? Do you think that you'll be enough then? After you get to your weight loss goal, do you think you'll be enough? Think you'll be enough? No, you won't. How can you contribute to to others. That's how. That's one way. And yes, we can do it in our careers. We can do it in volunteer work. We can contribute to our community, to our lives. We can contribute, but we do feel a fulfillment when we do that. When we have a bigger reason for taking care of ourselves, when we have a bigger purpose on this earth, when we feel that need, then we're going to show up better. And we know that we can't do that bigger meaning, that bigger reason, without taking care of ourselves physically, so health-wise, endurance, strength, for taking care of our muscles, taking care of our bones, and also emotionally, showing ourselves the self-compassion, the self-love, the self-worth that we deserve. And then it's going to be so much easier to keep showing up for those workouts, to keep making intentional nourishment choices, to fine-tune your food. Because honestly, we will never come to a point where you're like, I've learned everything I need to learn about food. I am done. I've learned everything. You will not. You will always be able to fine-tune food. And I love that, because it's like an ever flowing learning growth that we'll have when it comes to food. So I want you to have that mindset that I'm always going to just make the best nutritional choices from the season I'm in. And I'm always going to just be learning and fine-tuning, creating variety, practicing different strategies for different goals. And that's the fun of this lifestyle that we choose. And every day that you wake up and you put effort into getting movement in, drinking your water, planning your sleep, eating to nourish. Every day that you're planning this, you're healthy and fit, period. Healthy and fit, period. You wake up, you do those things, you're healthy and fit. So the takeaway, don't put your focus on the aesthetics. The aesthetics is a bonus. But what the most important piece is establishing these healthy habits so you can live a quality of life